Okay, so these are this is one of the front tires off of our Dixon zero-turn mower. And this thing has been an absolute fight the entire time I've had it, as far as trying to keep the tire mounted on the rim. So yesterday I went out and I got some solid rubber tires to replace it with. The unfortunate thing is it came with two different sizes of bearings, a size for 3/4 inch shaft and a size for 5/8 inch shafts. Well, the 5/8 shaft bearings are pretty substantial, pretty good size. The ones for the 3/4, well, they're pretty well garbage. So anyways, I'm kind of back to the drawing board on this thing. I played with the idea of making a solid bushing for this out of aluminum. And then it dawned on me that with a little bit of effort, I could probably take the hub out of this set of rims, the original set of rims for the Dixon, cut them out on the lathe, assuming I can figure out how to start the lathe up again, and weld and cut the hub out of this and weld the bearings, or the hub that's got the good bearings from the Dixon, into this that goes onto the solid rubber wheels or tires. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Before I lose my motivation, I'm going to try and get this chucked up on the lathe somehow and see if I can start cutting this rim up in such a way that I can pop the tire off and then get in here and slowly get this down to a diameter. It looks like there's a weld here and a weld here. Kind of makes me think that the actual rim itself, let me see if I can do this, is kind of like this onto the hub, if that makes any sense. It'd probably be better if I drew it out, but I don't really have time to draw things out right now. Anyways, I'm going to see if I can get that down to a diameter that I can match up to this and weld it together. So I'm going to pause the camera, try and toss this thing onto the lathe somehow, and start making a mess of it. Okay, here, let me show you the setup I've got real quick. I'll probably wind up with my head in your way half the time, but I've got a cheesy boring... Ooh, come to think of it, I've got a better boring bar available now, don't I? Anyways, I've got a boring bar set up with a little piece of high-speed steel in it. I'm going to see if I can get this interior edge or corner to cut off. So I'm going to give it a try with this and see how it goes. If it doesn't work very well, I'll see if I can locate one of the new boring bars for, well, not new, but new to me from that I scrounged up at Century a few months back. So let's see here. Ooh, that is really, really wobbly. Let's see if I can get some of that wobble out. Yeah. That is not working out quite the way I want it to. think I can live with that. Alright, let's see what happens here. Looks like it's getting pretty thin down there. Alright, I'm going to keep at it. There we go. That is more or less what I was shooting for right there. Now, I am pretty sure that that's hot, so I'm not going to be dumb and grab it with my bare hands like I would on any other normal occasion when I'm in a big freaking hurry. There we go. Now that's a nice way to change a timer. Why couldn't it always be like that? Alright, let me bring you guys around here to the side and I'll show you what this thing's all about. Now I'm not sure what my next step's going to be yet, so I may pause the camera and kind of ponder this over while I decide how to attack this further. It looks like it was kind of bent a little bit there. That's why I was having some hiccups. But I think what I really want to do now is I want to be able to cut right there and right there. So anyways, I'm going to pause the camera and see. Oh, I think I could probably do it with these guys. So anyways, I'm going to pause the camera and I'll bring you back when I'm set up to do something interesting. Okay. Well, as you can see, I am set up to try and cut this outboard section off. I guess there again, I'm just going to work the cross slide and that way to start working this thing off, and then I'll switch out tools and I'll cut the inboard part off. I'll just cut it to a slightly larger diameter so it'll fit right over, well, in theory, fit right over this, so I don't have to take it out of the chuck. So let's see what happens. Just kind of trying to make sure I'm not working this thing away from the chuck. Doesn't look like it. I'm starting to get a little bit thin in one area on the back side here, so that's a good sign. Shouldn't take too much longer. There we go. There. All right, I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then I'm going to switch out tools and come in to do this side. So let me pause you guys again because I don't want to bore you to death. almost there. It's pretty flexible. Go in just a little more. There we go. Well, the idea was it was supposed to come off over the thing, but doesn't look like that's quite going to be the case. Alrighty, so be it. I can fix that. There. Ah. Alright, now I'm going to clean up some of this. If it's running fairly true, that'll work. Alright, I'm not going to bore you guys with this. I'll bring you back after I get some progress here. Okay, I finally got this thing chewed down to the point where I'm going to stop on this. Now what I need to figure out is how I want to manipulate this to fit onto that. I'm debating whether or not I want to try and grip this thing by this right here or not. Let me get this out of the chuck here. Anyways, this is my next little debacle, is figuring out the next little part of this. So let me pause you guys while I decide how I'm going to proceed here. Alright, so I wound up reversing the chuck jaws on the thing, and I'm going to get the inside diameter of this so that it will clear the body of this, and then I'll set up this one and do, well, something similar to it. So anyways, this one hopefully shouldn't take too awful long. Don't really know for sure how much I need to take off of it. Quite a bit yet. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I'll bring you back. You get the idea. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, since I've got this one situated pretty well, I think that will serve my purposes just fine. I think what I'm going to do is, now that I've got the cutter in there like this, I think I'm just going to take just this outer, or this closest 1/4 inch or so, and cut into it. And eventually the hub will pop off the back. So let's see what happens here. Okay, well, hopefully, in theory, that should be pretty weak now. Okay, I'm going to open it up just a little bit further. All right, let's see if I can get this thing to pop off. Should be pretty darn weak at this point, I would think. Well, I guess it's not as weak as I thought it would be. All right, well, I'm going to keep plunging into it. Eventually I'll get it someplace where it'll snap off. Shouldn't take much more, I wouldn't think. Yeah, like that. All right. Oh, didn't come apart exactly like I thought it would, but it came apart. That's really all I care about. Let's see here. All right. That is pretty much what I want right there. I want to be able to weld this flange, or weld this part of the rim to the hub, and then just leave this free to bolt on and off. So I think I've pretty well got it. It is not going to run true or anything like that, but I don't need it to, considering the fact that this is just going on a lawnmower. But anyways, I got to get the other wheel over here, the other pair of wheels, so I can make the other modification, make the modification to the other setup, and weld this on, and I'll be in good shape. So I'll try to make a little more video tomorrow of me actually getting this, or the, the completed thing once this is welded up and looking hideous. But at any rate, at this point, I'm pretty sure you guys pretty well get the idea of what I'm going for. So I'll catch up with you later.